Welcome back, everybody. Want to wish everybody a happy Easter, and that is tomorrow. Hopefully, everybody's safe. This whole coronavirus thing is crazy. Just kind of doing what you can do, hanging around the house, and right now I'm just organizing all my tools in the basement. Just got this new house I'm going to be redoing. Going to be flipping this and showing everything involved in this house flip. And right now the basement's like 1,500 square feet. I have the whole thing filled with tools everywhere. And it's good to know your weaknesses. And this is one of them. I am not organized. Like, I have tools everywhere. So I'm going to go buy a bunch of shelving, organize myself. Because I'm buying tools like 2 or 3 times. I'll be on a job, get annoyed because I can't find something. I'll just go buy another one. And it definitely adds up and cuts into your margins. So I just wanted to kind of just do a little update, because like I said, with my fishing, like, I didn't do a video for like a good 2.5 years. So even if it's doing some of the houses, show you some of that. So I did, even though you're supposed to be quarantined, I did wear my mask. I went out to the store today. There's some really good deals I didn't want to pass up. Got my sanitizer out, did the whole 9 yards. Did like a speed round through Home Depot. I'm like flying through, avoiding people, wanting to get in, out, get back home. So a lot of times when it comes to buying tools, you got your fanboys out there. They like their Dewalt or Milwaukee, whatever. But being realistic, most of us can't afford to have like multiple lineups. I like Dewalt. They've worked for me. But with that said, the reason I stick with them is, okay, you start out with like a 4-tool pack. You have big batteries. Batteries are expensive. So later on, they probably have like 1,000 tools that are just bare tools. You don't have to buy batteries for then. So then you save money overall. Whereas if let's say I want to go get a Milwaukee nailer. Well, I have to go buy a battery now. So then I'm spending even more money to go to a different lineup. I know they make great tools, and a lot of other companies too, Makita, Rigid, whichever company you're going to go with. But at the end of the day, what can you afford? So I always look for best ratings. I kind of went with DeWalt because even though there's a lot of guys that don't like DeWalt, for what I do, I flip houses, rent houses, I do construction on the side, and they've held up for me. This is my hammer drill. I've had it for maybe 2 years, and I definitely give it a really good workout. I'm starting to have some issues. Up here it did rust a little bit. Like, I'm out in the rain. I mean, I'm outside using it. It's not like I'm sitting on a shelf and keeping it pretty. So I did notice some starting to lock up a little bit here. Probably oil it, get back to where it needs to be. But I just went out and got another kit. I needed another impact driver that was stronger than what I had. So I wanted to just show you what I got today here. Well, I did my mad dash away from the coronavirus. I got a Dewalt Power Detect set, and they're claiming 29% more power, and that is with the 8 amp battery. Now, I did some research. If I'd stick like a 6 amp in there, you're going to notice the difference. The technology and electronics, it detects when there's an 8 amp hour battery, and really the difference between amp hours, it's just like having a bigger gas tank in your car. It's just going to last longer, but with these here, you actually get more power. So not only do you get a longer work time, you get more power as well from your tools. So big reason I got this here, I needed a bigger impact driver that's more powerful. I'm going to be repairing the deck outside. Whoever did this deck's an idiot. Like, there's so many things wrong with it that are just classic mistakes. That even when I'm watching YouTube, all the time I see people do this wrong, and it's not safe. So I'm going to actually do some videos later showing what is wrong. And I did just like a little one today. I'm going to edit this later, and I did a walk through the house, but it was so windy outside today. Hopefully you could hear everything good inside and out. So I got an impact driver and the hammer drill, and both are claiming 29% more power. I'm going to do an unboxing on this in another video and just run its course, see what it's like. They had this on sale. $279 instead of $399. So that's perfect right there. Save some money, get the tools I need for upcoming jobs. And a lot of times when I'm buying tools, it's an investment in yourself because I'm going to be using these on multiple houses. I'm going to get my money's out of it, no problem. I like to watch different YouTube channels. Like a lot of people, they like my fishing videos. I do how-tos. I try to explain things thoroughly. I've been watching VCG Construction. I like them guys. They're entertaining. They show the products well, show how they hold up. So they're actually talking about this new Makita Impact, the driver set. And these are for impact. And biggest problem for those who do carpentry and stuff, a lot of times bits do not fit the screws. So there's a little bit of play. They strip out. They don't go down the whole way if you're doing construction. They break off. And he was saying how well these fit into different screws, whether it be drywall, decking, whatever. So I went out, 60-piece set right now, $30 at Home Depot. Picked that up. Going to give this a good shot. And I'm sure it's will definitely work how he says it is. Also, he showed these Makita socket sets, 3/8 inch. That'll fit my impact gun, impact driver, I should say. Going to be doing this deck, big lag bolts, things like that. So have a powerful tool. Definitely need these that will match the impact gun. Now again, problems from brand to brand. This is different because you're just buying the bit. You don't have to buy Makita batteries, so this is a small investment for what you're doing. I don't really have brand loyalty or anything like that. He was claiming, this is Vince from VCG Construction, was claiming when these go around the bolts, it is a very tight fit. A lot of times if there's just a little bit of play, just like the drill bits, well, it's going to get stuck. Then you're going to sit there for 10 minutes trying to get it out of your driver, and it's annoying. So these are like $10, I think they were, like dirt cheap, $10-15. So these are all standard sizes from 5/16 down to 7/8 1/4 inch hex, so that'll work with the driver. And again, these are impact rated, so they'll work for when I'm redoing the deck. Last but not least, I do a lot of finish work, tons and tons. Like last house I did like, I think it was 1,800 square foot house, did all the trim work, crown molding, you name it, I did it. You're carrying a compressor around, and a couple things. Number one, you're carrying a compressor around. It's just another thing to drag around the house. And then two, your hoses. Well, as you're pulling them through, you just got done painting the wall, you hit the hose off the wall, now you got to touch it up because you nicked the wall or whatever. Well, I've been following different videos, and I just grabbed the Dewalt one just because it goes along with, I already have the batteries. This is a kit one, did come with it. This is a Dewalt 20 volt 18 gauge nailer, and these have been out for a year or two, I believe, but just kind of going this route because it's cordless. I don't have to worry about hoses or dragging a little compressor along. And I think I was reading the specs, it's like 1,200 nails per battery charge. So if I use a little bit longer amp hour battery, that's going to last me all day long. Like barely uses any power. And I also have a 15 gauge one on order. So I'm going to switch over to this. So I figured I'm a little bit too old for the Easter Bunny, so I had to treat myself. So I'll show you off some of these tools here. I'm going to do some unboxings and just do some initial reviews, just do a couple tests with them. And then later on I'll show you how they hold up. Let's be honest here, that's the name of the game. If this tool doesn't last me a year or two, then what's the point in spending a couple $100s on it? And also this nailer, they actually had it for $249 instead of, I think it was $3 something. So there's not a whole lot of discounts on these yet, just because they are a newer product in the past year or two. And this one here is a kit one that comes with battery and charger, so I figured why not. So I'm going to be doing a lot of finish work coming up. And so I guess I can show you what we got going on in the basement. Keep in mind, it's a mess. I have boxes and boxes from my old house. I haven't unpacked them yet. I'm going to buy a ton of 5-tier shelving and start to separate everything. So kind of show you what we got going on. Now I did do a walkthrough before, but it's kind of hard to see. So yeah, we got stuff everywhere. tools everywhere. So keep in mind, I just got this house. I haven't done anything to it yet. Just put my tools in here, fishing gear. Obviously people know what that looks like from my videos. Got some boilies over in there. I'm gonna have like a little studio down here. It's a garage, it's dark, it's hard to see, that's a garage in there. Furnace and stuff, that's all ripped out. That'll be a new forced air heating, central air put in outside. Yeah, so fairly big basement for the house here. So you can see how massive. A lot of this is going to be tools in my setup, my shop. That way I can keep track of everything. And just like this here, I started to come back here. Started to separate on my nails and drywall screws. I kept finding box after box, and like some of these are like $50 a thing, or $80. Like some of them exterior screws, they're like $80 for, I think it's like 25 pounds, but that really adds up. So just kind of show you some of that. Back to the little studio here in progress. Set it back down here. So like that's some of what I do. Like when I'm not fishing, which I haven't been that much, I'm working on something. Like I'll get this all cleaned up. I'll condense like all those tools you saw into just a little section. So, you know, you get organized. I'll probably find all kinds of stuff that I forgot about. And then that way it saves me money in the long run. So with that said, I'll see if I did footage of the walkthrough of the house and just kind of show you like just where I'm at from the start, and then I'll show you the finish. Yeah, I'll walk you through different projects and might find something useful that you want to do at your house. So I think with that said, things have been going really well. Be fishing here pretty soon, and mainly want to say Happy Easter everybody. Stay safe out there with the coronavirus going on, and hopefully this will all be over before too long and get back to our normal lives. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't done so, hit subscribe and make sure you hit the bell next to it. You'll get the notifications when new videos come out. And we'll see you soon. And thanks again.